One of the most important things to succeeding or completing a project long term is setting goals and having certain points you want to meet by certain times. And that's true for even this world, which I hope to eventually pass off when I die in it, but I'd like to survive in a long time before I have to do that. And there are several things of which I need to do in order for that to happen. And that is these, and that is what I want to get done in this video, episode 2 of Hardcore Ages. The first thing I want to do in order to succeed in that goal of having a long-term world that I pass off, the first task I want to work on is getting XP. And in the first episode, while I was mining and getting a bunch of resources, I found a zombie spawner. So let's go convert that. And while we are working on this XP farm, I want to quickly explain the rules and how this series works as a concept. There's a few important pieces. Number 1, this is hardcore. Of course, all the standard rules of hardcore apply here. Number 2, I am forced to play in the very first full release of Minecraft 1.0. 3, when I die, as opposed to the world ending entirely, it gets passed on to someone else. And number 4, the next person has to play in the next update of Minecraft. So the next person who gets this world gets to play in 1.1 point whatever version, and the person after them gets to play in 1.2 point whatever version. Alright, and with that done, the XP farm is of course completed, so now we get to pick the next thing that we need to do from this wall here. And I'm now realizing that this is kind of, well, not exactly accurate as well. We did the XP, and, well, I've kind of expanded the storage. I mean, there's significantly more storage than there was before, so I guess that leaves securing the base, building walls, and then expanding farms. So I think I'm going to get to the securing the base and building walls portion. Let's get to it. Now, this is my base. It's a little overhead view, and I want to build a wall around this to keep it safe for myself and everyone else who does eventually play in this world. This is a top-down view of that, and I want to take a wall somewhat along the lines of that. I just want to build a wall over and across, something pretty simple to make sure that no mobs can get it. Now, while we are building this wall, if you are liking the video, leave a like, subscribe. For every one of you that does subscribe, leaves a comment, tell me you like the video. There will be more like this. Alright, and with that, the wall is built. It is all there. It's hopefully going to keep this area a little bit safer. And you might have noticed something like the diamond pickaxe here. Earlier on a stream, I forget when exactly, but we did some mining. It's also when I actually did a lot of this building. For those of you who watched the first episode and are watching this, you're probably wondering when all this happened. On live streams, my friends, on live streams. If you are not there for them, you should go check them out. Links will be in the description to my Twitch channel where I do stream, but that's not the important thing right now. There are a couple of things left on the wall. Not all of it can really be gotten to today, because, I mean, I could spend ages AFKing and just, you know, using the zombie farm we just built to get enchants and whatnot, but honestly, enchanting in this very first version is kind of abysmal. I probably will make a new set of iron armor, though. But we have done this, like, halfway. I do need to light up the interior, but that's not a huge, massively difficult project to work on. I also have this nether portal over here. I've just stepped inside a little bit. I don't want to go too far in the nether, not without diamond armor, that's for sure. That may be a next episode project, working on the nether, but today we do still have a couple more things that I want to work on. I did say expanding the farms, and that is something we are going to get to, right now in fact. Now, while I'm working on this farm, I want to expand upon the conversation that I kind of brought up last episode, of what is this world? What is it going to become? And I honestly don't know. Because of course, the idea is vaguely based off of UHC Generations. I'm not gonna lie, the whole passing a hardcore world idea down, I took it from UHCG. It is the nature of YouTube, really, to kind of take an idea and modify it a little bit. It's the way YouTube has been for forever. It's how it's going to continue to be. With everything creative, in fact, that's how it's going to be. It's the nature of creativity. But this world, as it exists, is not going to be mine forever. I'm going to pass it on. And the more I think about it, and the more build ideas that I have, because I do want to leave some builds behind in this world other than just having made some farms and a base and an enchant setup. I do have build ideas that I want to do. And I do want to leave behind, obviously, important marks of myself and leave things for other people to do as well. Now, in UHCG, this comes in the form of things like the statues, like the head statues in that big cave, right? Where every generation has their head, and some leave behind journals. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't even know when books got added to Minecraft. I'll put it up here. But that being said, there are things that I want to work on and leave some story behind. I talked about I don't really like the idea of everything having to have lore. However, just by people playing in it and leaving their marks, just naturally people living and creating their own history through living their lives, there's going to be some story to tell, and there's going to be people who study the past. So, I guess I want to leave it pretty open-ended. I mean, I don't want to directly write and make a story and say, this is exactly what it is. I want to leave it up to individual interpretation. I want to leave it up to people to take what I've started and make something more out of it. I think that's what I want in the end. So, please leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about that. If you've watched this far into the video, that is. Thank you if you have, by the way. I do appreciate you guys who do watch this far into the video. You guys are what makes YouTube worth doing. But I think we are now getting pretty close to the farm being finished. And with that, we have now expanded the farm. Of course, I don't have the seeds to finish planting it. And that happens. That is quite possibly, like, the most irritating thing about this version. Out of everything else, out of lacking all of the modern niceties of Minecraft, that may well be the most irritating thing possible. I'm not joking when I say that. I genuinely don't think there's anything more irritating than the farmland breaking when I walk on it. Let me grab some bone meal here, though. I want to expand the farm a little bit more just so that I have access to more food, and everybody else who comes after me does. It's kind of just my way of playing Minecraft, I guess, especially on servers. Like, I've really noticed that I'm either very hyper-isolationist on a Minecraft server, or I am right with everybody else, giving as many resources as I can, trying to be as a productive member of the social group as I can. And there's no in between. It's always one of those two. I don't know why I am this way. It's, I guess, just who I am as a player, but like, looking at NAS 2, Naked and Afraid, the fan series, Season 2 that I was in, my entire gameplay style was just making sure other people got the items that they needed and being kind of like a group manager, making sure the group stayed together and was okay. And when that relationship broke down, it's when I died, and a lot of the group also fell with me not soon after on blue team. So, I guess it's kind of just who I am a little bit. It's just kind of how I've been. At the same time, though, even in this world, again, you could say that I am playing that way. But I suppose it is also kind of self-centered, because it's about self-preservation right now. I can say and make the argument that it's for the future, but right now, I'm the only one benefiting from it. It is kind of self-centered in a way. I don't know. It's odd. I guess, feel free to weigh in on that, of course. I mean, anything I say, you guys have the freedom to weigh in on it. That's what the comment section is for. I am not without the ability to, go uncriticized. And now we got a bow. That's nice. I don't know how much I'll use it, but I have it. Maybe I should expand this area. I'm not sure. I guess this is kind of the part of the video where I'm a little bit drifting aimlessly, because I've kind of done a lot of what I set out to do. So I guess I need to kind of add to the board a little bit. So goal 1, survive. I guess that never really changes. Goal 2, get enchants. That is something I need to do. Goal 3, I guess this isn't so much a goal. This is more of a task that I need to do. Task 1, get more resources. I guess that doesn't really ever change. That's for sure. That's never going to change. I'm always going to need more resources. It's kind of the nature of Minecraft. Minecraft as a game is kind of about always needing more and trying to manage your resources, I suppose. Oh, here's a good goal, though. Goal... Actually, you know what? No, we'll call this... We're gonna call this a quest, because I will not ever be able to do this in my playthrough. So, quest 1. Get villagers. That, I feel like, is a big thing to say, for sure. Quest 2. Get a horse. Wow, I can't spell. So that's quest 2. Quest 3. Improve equipment. Yeah, I like that. That feels good. And this also feels like a good time to end this video. If you did like this video, as I said earlier, please leave a like, subscribe, answer my questions down below in the comments. With that, I think that is all I have to say to you guys, so I'll see you when I see you. Hopefully in the next episode of this series. Bye, guys.